Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. So we have already done two parts from this topic, the quadratic equation. One is the introduction and how to solve this quadratic equation with the help of the factorization method. So now let us see this third part. So we are going to see how to solve the quadratic equation by completing the square method. So now here we have this problem x square plus x minus 20 is equal to 0. So what are you going to do by completing the square method means you are going to look at this is the x square, this is the middle term, that is the x, and this is the constant. So now we will look at the middle term. So what will you do? You are going to take the half. So now here you can see the coefficient of this is 1. So you are going to take half and then you are going to take the square of it. So for the middle term, wherever there is x, you have to look at the coefficient and you are going to make it to half and then you are going to take the square of it. So what is this going to be? 1. So you are going to multiply this into this and this into this. That is going to be 1 by 4. So what will you do here? X square plus x you will write as it is plus 1 by 4. But now this 1 by 4 is extra means you are going to do the same thing. You are going to write it on the, this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. So same thing, you will write it on the right hand side plus 1 by 4. So now this minus 20 will be same here and this 1 by 4 you will write it here as well. So now this will make, this is x square x and this is the constant. So we'll see what it is. Now see here, this we are going to write here this x square x and this will be 1 by 2. So you know that is a plus b whole bracket square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So when you expand this one, now we can write for this one, you will look at this first term and the last term. So this is x and this will be 1 by 2 because 1 by 2 square is going to be 1 by 4. So when you expand this whole thing, you are going to get the same thing over here. You can just have a look at it. Now see here, let us see here. Now if I'm doing here, this is a plus b whole bracket square. So a square, a square means that is going to be, this is a and this is b, that will be x square. Then 2ab, 2ab means 2, a is x and b is 1 by 2. So when we cancel this 2 and 2, what do we get here? X. So this is the x. Then plus b square plus means that will be 1 by 2 square. So you are going to, what will be that? 1 by 4. So hope you got this one. So when we expand this one, you get this one. So this is in the form of a plus b whole bracket square. And now what we can do here, this 0 plus 1 by 4 means it is going to be 1 by 4. Minus 20 will go on that side, that is going to be plus 20. So now let us see, this will keep as it is. So here the LCM is going to be 4. So this also should be multiplied by 4. So 1 plus 24 is 80. So this is the next step. Then again this you are going to write the same, 81 divided by 4. So now what will you do at this step? You are going to take the square root of both sides. So when you take the square roots of both sides means what is that going to be? Square root on both sides. So this is going to be just x plus 1 by 2. And this is going to be what? So this is going to be plus or minus. This 81 is a perfect square root of 81, that is 9. And root of 4, that is 2. So that will be 9 by 2. But you have to write here plus or minus. So now what will you do? You will take this x plus 1 by 2. You will take once, you will take plus 9 by 2. And then in the second one, you are going to take, or you will write same thing again, you will repeat here, that will be minus 9 by 2 because this is plus or minus 9 by 2. So now let us solve this first. So this is going to be what? X is 9 by 2. This will go on the other side, that is going to be minus 1 by 2. So this, now you can see the denominator is the same. So 9 minus 1, that is 8. 8 by 2, that is going to be 4. Now let us see this one. So this will be x minus 9 by 2. This goes, that will be minus 1 by 2. So now again the denominator is the same for this one. So that will be minus 9 minus 1. That is going to be minus 10 by 2. So this is going to be 5, but that will be minus 5. So you got the values, two values of x, that is 4 and minus 5. So we can say that for the roots of the quadratic equation are 4 and minus 5. So this is the answer. Now let us see this one. So now here it is the same, but here you can see this is the first term, the middle term and the last term. Always you are going to look at the middle term for this problem for completing the square. So what are you going to take? Your middle term, the coefficient is 2. So what are you going to do? You're going to divide it by 2, but then you're going to take the square of it. So that is going to be 1. So see, I have written here, later on it is going to be 1. So minus 5, this will be as it is. Again, here also you will do the same, whatever you have done on the left hand side. So now let us take this part. This is 1, what I said. So again here, this is going to be 0 plus 1, that is 1. So now again, now this will be, this x square is going to be x when you take the square root of that, and this 1 is going to be 1 itself, and so this is again in the form of a plus b whole bracket square. So you can expand and see, you get the same answer. Minus 5, this is 1. Now this thing again you will keep the same, 1 the same on the right hand side. This will go on the right hand side, that is going to be plus 5. This is the same, this will get, you will get here 6. So now what will you do? You are going to take square root of both sides, means here as well as here. So here you will get here x plus 1, and here will be plus or minus root of 6, because this is not a perfect square. So now see here again, plus or minus means you will take, you will write the same. Once you will take plus root of 6, and here you will take the same here, minus root of 6. So now let us solve for x. So here the same, this will go here, means that is going to be minus 1. And here again, this is the same. Here again, it is going to be minus 1. So we got the two values of x, that is root 6 minus 1 and minus 6 minus 1. So this is the answer. Now look at here, this is slightly different. First thing what you have to do, this minus 3 is on the right hand side. So you have to bring this one, you have to bring in the standard form. So here m square will be as it is. Here minus 3 will come this side, the left side, that is going to be plus 3. Now so this is in a standard equation, is in the standard form. The other things are going to be the same. This is the middle term, you are going to look at the coefficient of m. Instead of x, only the thing is the variable is used as n. So minus 5 divided by 2, and you are going to take the square of that. So both the sides you are going to write the same thing. So this will be minus 5 square. Minus 5 square means always wherever there is a even number in the exponent, that is going to be positive. Minus 5 into minus 5, that will be plus 25. And this again you are going to multiply this one, that is going to be 4. Rest everything will be the same. And here again the 25 by 4 plus 3 goes on the other side, that will be minus 3. So now again this will be, when you take the square root of this, this is going to be m. When you take the, you are not going to look at the middle term, because these are the perfect squares, and when you take the square root of this one, that is going to be 5 by 2. So what will be that? But you have to consider this sign and not this sign. So minus you are going to write here, and this is, when you take the square root of that, that is going to be 5 by 2. So it will be a minus b whole bracket square. So when you expand this, you are going to get the same thing over here. And now we will look at this LCM. So that will be 25 minus 12 by 4. So again, this is going to be the same. Then this will be 13 by 4. Now you will take the square root of both sides, means you will take the square root of this as well as this. So what is that going to be? This is will be m minus 5 by 2, and this will be root 13 by 4. Will be as it is. First let us keep as it is, but then this is a 4 is a perfect square. So what can we do? We can write here plus or minus root of 13 divided by 2. So here what will you write here? M minus 5 by 2. So here we can do one thing. We can write here plus or minus, because we are taking the square root. So that will be plus or minus root 13 by 4. And then this is going to be, this is not as 13 is not a perfect square. So you will keep it in the root, and this is going to be 2. So now here that will be m minus 5 by 2. So once you are going to take plus, and the other you are going to take a minus for here, and then you will solve it. So this will be m will be here. This is on the right hand side. This goes on the left hand side. So it will be plus 2, 5 by 2. So now what will you see? The denominator is the same. So solve this part. You cannot solve this further because this is in a root. So keep as it is. Again here, you will add this one because the denominator is the same. So these are the two values. So the roots of the quadratic equation are, you have to write this one. So now let us see for here. In the previous one, what have you seen? That the coefficient here everywhere was 1. So now you can see the coefficient of this now, and this is in the y square. Only the variable has been changed. This is 9. So what you can see here, that whenever you have such type, whenever the coefficient is here other than 1 of y, that is ax square. So what will you do? You have to make it to 1 in completing the square method. So now here, when you divide it by 9, so here you get just, here divide by 9 means you get just y square. Here you will get 9, and again here you will get 9. So now this is in the general form. So now look at here again, this you can make it smaller. 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. So that will be 4 by 3, and these others are going to be the same. So now this is the middle term. So you are going to take the square, we are going to divide it by 2. Look at here, this is important, and then you are going to take a square. So when you divide it by 2, this is the numerator and this is the denominator. So in the denominator, when you have just a single number, that is the whole number, that is actually 2 by 1. So what you have to do, the numerator you have to keep as it is, but the denominator you have to flip over. So 1 will go. So can you see here, first thing is I have done on the both sides, I have written -5. That is minus is going to be plus. So 4 by 3 by 2. And then here also the same. But in the second step here, when the denominator, that is 2 by 1, that is going to get flip over, that is 1 by 2. And rest everything is the same. Same for here, that is going to be 1 by 2. So this step is very important. You have to concentrate on this step. So now again we will make it simplify here. So this is going to be 2 by 3 whole bracket square. And again here this also is going to be 2 by 3 whole bracket square, because this also gets cut over here. So now these things all will be the same, but then again you have to expand this one. That will be 2 2s are 4 and 3 3s are 9. That will be 4 by 9. Same for here. So now this will be, again when you take the square root, that is going to be y, and this is going to be 2 by, here again when you take the first, let us keep this as, we can do one thing over here. We can also write this one. This is 4 by 9. First we have taken, we'll keep this step as it is. Or we can write in the next step only, we can take the square root of this. Or we can do one thing, because this is already done over here. We can take first, we'll keep this all as it is. And we'll keep here, first we'll change this value. So now this will be 4 minus 2 by 9. Again this all are the same. That will be 2 by 9. And here at this step we will take the square root of it. So this will be more better. Yeah. So now this will be, when you take the square root of this is going to be y. And this, you have to look at this sign, that will be minus here. And when you take the square root of this one, that is going to be 2 by 3 whole bracket square. And this is 2 by 9. Now at this stage, what are you going to do? You are going to take the square root of both sides. So now when you take the square root of this one, so this is going to be the same number, y minus 2 by 3. But this is going to be plus or minus 2, because root 2 is not a perfect square, but 9 is. So this is going to be 3. So root 2 divided by 3. Hope this is clear. So now once we are going to take here plus, and then the other time we are going to take minus over here, and then y will be, and this is going to be plus. Again here, this is going to be the same. This is going to be the same. But this goes on the other side, that is going to be 2 by 3. So this we can also write now. Can you see the denominator is the same? So we can also write that as root. We can add this one and divide it by 3. Again, here also denominator is the same. So this is the final value. We cannot do anything because there is a root sign. So these are the roots of the quadratic equation. Now here again, you can see in the middle term, This is okay, but in the middle term there is 9 by 2. So 9 by 2 means we have the formula, same thing, we take the middle term and then we divide it by 2. So this is the rough one. And then we take the square of it. Again, as I said earlier, that 9 by 2, this is the numerator and this is the denominator, means this is 2 by 1. So what that becomes to, this numerator remains the same, but denominator gets flip over. So that is going to be 2 by 1 is going to be, when this goes up, that is going to be 1 by 2 at this stage. So hope you got this. This is the same. So again, the right hand side, you are going to get the same number. But here, because here is 1, so this is going to get flip over. So this is the important step. So same thing here. Whatever the changes are here, that same thing should be here because it's the same number. So now all the things are going to be the same. But then this is going to be 9. See here, because here is multiplication. So these are the common errors what happens here. So this, even if the this denominator is the same, but it should be multiplied because this is multiplication. This is not addition or subtraction. In addition or subtraction, we keep the same number. We write it only once, but here you have to multiply it. So 9 by 4 whole bracket square plus 5. And again, this also the same. Now, what we can do here, first thing, this will keep all the same. Only this plus 5 will go on the other side, that will be minus 5. So again, here we are going to keep the same. Here it will be 81 divided by 16 minus 5. Again, this is going to be the same. We'll solve this part first, the right hand side. So 16 is the LCM. So what will you get here? 81 minus 16 5 is 80 divided by 16. Again, this you are going to keep the same. This is going to be 1 by 16. So now at this stage, what are you going to do? You are going to take the root of this one, that will be y. And this is going to be, 81 is a perfect square, so that will be 9 by 4. So what will you do? This will be in the form of a plus b whole bracket square. So this sign, whatever is there, that should be here. So that will be y plus 9 by 4 whole bracket square. When you solve this, you will get the, and this is 1 by 16 as it is. Now at this stage, we will taking square root of both sides. So when you take the square root of this one, so you will get your y plus n by 4, and this will be, 16 is the perfect square. So that is going to be 1 by 4. That will be plus or minus 1 by 4. So this will be y plus 9 by 4 is going to be 1 by 4, or y plus 9 by 4 is going to be here minus 1 by 4. So here what will you write here? Y is 1 by 4, and this plus 9 by 4 goes on that side, that will be minus 9 by 4. Again here the same, plus 9 by 4 becomes minus 9 by 4. So now you can see the denominator is the same. Now here is minus, so you have to write only ones, and you are going to write it here, 1 minus 9, that is going to be minus 8. And 4 ones are 4 twos are, that will be minus 2. And here now let us see here, denominator is 4, minus 1 minus 9, that is going to be minus 10. So y is, here 2 twos are 4 and 2 fives are 10, that will be minus 5 by 2. So we got the two values of y. So we can say the roots of this are minus 2 and minus 5 by 2. So by this one, we have completed today's work. Do like and subscribe to my channel so you get the notification of the other parts. Thank you.